I hope you've got all that monetization money safely stashed away that you've stolen from me, because I'm coming to take every single penny.
Well, that's it. That's it, guys. It's all over. All done. It's been fun whilst it lasted, and we've had some laughs, we've had some giggles, and we've had a bit of joking, and we've had a lot of you know, it's been fun whilst it lasted. But unfortunately, the channel itself is going to have to shut down. We are defeated, and you know, there's not really much else that we can do. The top G himself has spoken, my mentor, and whatever the top G says, it has to prevail. So it seems Sarah was sent this particular message from an IFAM or a fan or just a general person, a concerned member of the public possibly, who thinks that Sarah's in some sort of terror. Yeah, so they received this. Yeah, he's making out it's not about him, your Insta posts, and it's about an IFAM, a hashtag IFAM in fact, group. An IFAM group that you and Chris fell out with recently. So he's basically put together a scenario where the group you left were both making younger IFAM responsible / accountable, even though it's them that got you where you are now, in his opinion. Basically, he's trying to divert the attention away from himself and shift it towards you two so that his audience focuses on you two rather than his now known failings. Does that make sense? So they're referring to the video that I put up yesterday, which was quite damning, shall we say, against these two. And obviously, you know, I don't blame the IFAM. You know, they want to, you know, defend their idols, but what can I do? I don't make these things up, you know. If people come to me and say this, this and this, you know, as long as it's true, I'll expose these two idiots because that's what they deserve. And you know, don't blame me, I'm just a messenger. Anyway, I'm not so keen on this little last bit. I'm a bit confused by your thing. My now known failings I'm trying to divert away. So what this person is referring to is what I showed yesterday about the what Sarah accusing somebody of, you know, not seeing their son, and these think that I'm diverting the attention away from that. Now, if they had any brain cells at all, right, they'll know that that story was put up last week. And if I wanted to divert attention away from that, I wouldn't have brought it back and put it on a video a week later. So, you know, there's that. So to Chris, obviously, you know, Chris is an absolute G. Just received this trash. I've got to say, Chris, that's from an IFAM, you know. I mean, they're only just passing on information, trying to be nice and everything. Anyway, most will find this probably weird or cryptic, but the relevant person will know, and that's all that matters. But not everything in life can be ignored. Sometimes a reaction is warranted. Well, you know, all this time you've been through all this shit in your career, you know, since the allegations and everything came out, and you haven't reacted. You haven't reacted to that, but you will react to this. Yeah, I know. Weird. Leaving this up for a bit before deleting because I'm not about negativity. Obviously not, Chris. You are such a positive pineapple. And then he finished it off with a lovely little raccoon emoji, which I felt the love for, right? I felt that there was a certain level of love involved in that. So thank you. That was much appreciated. But it didn't stop there. He gave me my very own personalised video, which I really do appreciate, and it didn't cost me 20 quid, so that's even better.
All right, so this might sound a little bit cryptic, and yeah, there's going to be lots of people that will be kind of like, don't rise to it, don't rise to it, don't give them attention, da 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 da. But sometimes some idiots just need to have that a bit of attention. They crave it, you know. That's why they come after me so hard all the time.
No other reason why they come after you, Chris. None at all. Nothing that comes into your little head. Can't think of anything. Could possibly be, I don't know, that you exploit the fuck out your kids, or, you know, you put your kids in danger, or you rip people off, you, what else do you do? Oh, that's right, yeah, you messaged some young girls one time. You know, I think that actually happened, but, why would we bring that up again? You know, it's water under the bridge, remember, Chris?
So apologies to anyone that's watching the story who takes offence to it or whatever, but some things need to be said. That being said, my little mate,
Hiya.
the one that I make so much money for constantly every day, from him stealing my videos and uploading them.
Who does that? Not me, Christopher. Come on. Thought we had an understanding. You give me content, and I give you exposure, because if it wasn't for me, you know, nobody would actually care about you anymore. Literally nobody, right? Just saying, right? I do, as much as I try to bring attention to their failings, I also bring attention to them, which is what they crave. You know, YouTubers, they want in views. What the hell?
And just generally trash talking all over the internet, constantly running his mouth.
Careful now, I almost felt threatened. Running his mouth, yeah. Well, stop doing stupid things then, for the love of God. You know, stop doing stupid things. Then I wouldn't have anything to talk about. Mind you, your vlogs are shit. So yeah, I don't really have much to talk about anyway.
Those knocks were for you. I don't care what rubbish you want to make up on your little following of weirdos that you've got on there, or, you know, generating you money from my videos. So let's not play dumb. You know those knocks were for you.
So just to clarify, when he says those knocks were for me, this is what he's referring to. I didn't actually show it in my video, so you may not know. This is what it was. Yeah.
But don't worry, it's all good. You'll have another opportunity. It's fine for you to man up and stand up like you should do.
So what he's referring to there, in case you missed it, is this whole scenario where they think that I have a secret child that I no longer see, and that is a bad thing because I, you know, campaign against people who destroy their kids' lives and stuff like that. So it's ironic. That's what they think. Anyway, obviously that's not true. And Chris, I don't know. So they actually had some information to this effect. Fucking hell. Well, if that is actually true, Chris, that you actually believe that, then I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you, honestly, right? So, yeah, but I want to play out a different scenario here, because you seem to be thinking, hang on, he's not seeing his son, and he needs to man up. That's what you're saying, right? So, how about this scenario for people in the back who don't know that their eldest daughter doesn't see their dad, right? So maybe it's a bit of projection going on a little bit, but their eldest daughter doesn't see her real dad, her bio dad. That's right, Chris, her bio dad. She does have a bio dad, as much as you don't want it to be true. But imagine being the child of the dad who doesn't want to see you, and you, the other parent, decides to poison their mind against the dad, and the dad no longer gets to see the child even if they want to, because, yeah, that's right, the child has had their mind poisoned against them. That is a scenario which is very familiar, isn't it? Very familiar indeed. you know. But who am I to judge, right? I'm just the dad who doesn't want to see their son anymore, isn't it? No, idiots.
But in the meantime, I hope you've got all that monetization money safely stashed away that you've stolen from me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. Am I stepping on your toes? Do you also make awareness videos against the Inghams? Wow, fucking hell. You are, you know, I'm sorry. I will put my hand in my pocket. I'll give you the few quid that I make every day, and that'll just make you richer, right, Chris? Because what's it that you say? The more income streams you have, the easier it'll be, or the better it is, or some shit about being a millionaire. That's why people are millionaires, because they have multiple income streams. And this is just another one, isn't it? Take from me. Not acting like the pauper that you are at all.
Because I'm coming to take every single penny.
Oh, good. Ingham's next road trip down to South Wales. I'll welcome you. I'll put a pot of tea on, right, Chris? Jesus. So, how are you gonna get this money that you have you think you're getting out of me? So you're gonna take me to court? Is that what you're doing? Because if you were, say for example, if you decided to employ somebody, I don't know, like super twats like you did that time, they wouldn't take money that I've previously earned off me. They can't do that. So how else would you get the money that I have earned? You'd have to take me to court, and for what? You would be suing me for what? You can't sue me for copyright infringement. You can get me to take the videos down, but you can't get money out of me for it. You can sue me for defamation, but then again, I'm not saying anything that's not true. In fact, Chris, if you follow along closely enough, you'll notice that I actually defend you against those who do defame you. So, you know, you have me to thank for that. You know, unlike yourself, who likes to spread unfounded rumours around, but you know, that's you and this is me, so we have different morals, I guess.
I know that's going to seem really cryptic and probably weird to a lot of people, but some things need to be said, and you know, some things are not always black and white, and there's not always everything in life can be ignored that happens. Sometimes a reaction is needed.
The question is, Chris, why was it needed on this occasion? Because the amount of times I do talk about you, sorry, but I'm afraid I do kind of mention you on a fairly daily basis, I guess, you know. I work more days than you do, Jesus. Right, guess I'm stuck in the Matrix, aren't I? Sorry. But why is it that this occasion has really got you? Is it me calling you bullies? You know, we all know you're bullies anyway, right? Is it because I involved IFAM that used to be your friends and now are turning against you? I'm sorry, Chris, but I'd have to say that every single person in my comments, almost, you know, are ex-IFAM or used to watch you, you know, so most of them used to watch you as fans, and now they don't. So I'm sorry, but it's not something I can control, right? And people send me stuff. IFAM on a daily basis are coming to me now and saying, I used to be fans. In fact, I had 2 yesterday. They came to me and said, I used to be a fan and now I hate them. You know, I can't help it, Chris. You do stupid things and you become this really unlikable character, both you and Sarah, and it's not me that's done it. Maybe I pushed you a little bit, okay, but you know, I haven't. I just report on the news. I don't make the news up. You see what I'm saying?
Anyway, this is staying up for like an hour maybe, or half an hour, just till the correct person has the opportunity to see it. A number of people will probably see it, screenshot it, save it, whatever, and then it's going to be deleted, because I'm not about negativity, but some things need to be put out there.
Indeed, you are not about the negativity, Chris. You are a positive pineapple, and we all know it. We all watch you on a daily basis. You're fantastically positive. In fact, you're so fantastically positive that you've put together a little book and everything. I'm following it. I am following the ebook step by step. How to make a YouTube channel, a faceless YouTube channel. You told me that, and I'm following your tips, and now you're telling me that I can't. What the hell? That is out of order, Chris. I paid £10 of my very hard-earned money, your hard-earned money, to buy it anyway. Right. So, this is Chris. He said he was going to delete it, and he didn't. I reckon he fell asleep after, whatever he's taken has kicked in, and he fell asleep, and he's forgot to remove it, and all his little life fam have just wandered off because they thought, hang on, what is this? Why are you threatening people online in the dead of the night? So, but apart from that, Chris was on Instagram all day yesterday, like literally all day, and he was answering questions. And I just want to bring attention to one or two things that he said on Instagram regarding his book and his course and everything, because bloody hell, he will stop at absolutely nothing to get money out of people, and it is horribly sick, right? Sick. I'm sorry. So he put up this question and answer thing about his course, and somebody said, do you ever feel guilty manipulating young vulnerable followers? Hashtag I'm not a brokey. It's okay to be a brokey, don't worry. So Chris jumped on this. Obviously it's not about the negativity, obviously, no. He said, firstly, you're assuming my followers are all young and vulnerable, which they are not. You are indeed correct, Chris. You are not everyone is young and not everyone is vulnerable. However, you are manipulating people, and you know what you're doing. You are manipulating them on the basis that they follow you, right? They idolize you. They think that you are telling the truth. You're not telling them the truth. There are a million of these courses that you're selling. Same ones, similar, same. And there's ones out there for cheaper. And you are selling it as a life-changing opportunity. Now, it's only life-changing if they're able to sell it to other people like you are selling to them. But they don't have 1.3 million followers, so, that is a mistruth on your part. He then goes on to say, I'm selling them a legitimate life-changing opportunity. Just because you are too brainwashed or plain dumb to do any research yourself into anything I'm saying, that doesn't mean I'm manipulating. Lol. And he ends it with a clown emoji. So, what I would say to that, perhaps this person has done their research and is the only one that actually has. Therefore, they know why it's you manipulating, and that is why they're saying what they are saying, because they have researched it. Maybe that's the reason. Anyway, Chris knows best. Now this one really caught my attention. How easy is it? I have dyspraxia and get confused with things sometimes. So I expect Chris to say something like, I don't know what to, but what he said was, it's literally step-by-step beginner style through video tutorials, easy, level 0. Anyone can do this with a bit of dedication and discipline. So I'm sorry, Chris. What the hell? Chris using his doctorate to, say that anybody, even with any form of neurodevelopmental issues, are capable of doing it. How the hell do you know? And to try and sell it to somebody who will quite possibly struggle with it is absolutely disgusting, right? Disgusting. You shouldn't have touched that question with a barge pole. I'm sorry. Or you should have messaged them and said, I'm sorry, this may not be for you. You didn't even have to put it out in public if you didn't want. But what you're trying to do there is you're trying to jump on everybody that wants your course, or you think you can manipulate. This is the manipulation that we were talking about before. Do you have to be 18 plus? Go on, Chris. Go and tell this youngster that they need to maybe ask their parents first and get some advice, possibly. No? Okay, then. There's no age limit on this. If you have the drive to work hard and make money, you can make this work. Yeah. So, Chris, this is absolutely disgusting again. You're talking to an under 18 years of age person, and what you are saying to them is, yeah, if you are capable, if you are able to go out to work, you can do this instead. It's no different to going out to actual work and, giving me £400. Is that no fucking hell? You're an absolute moron, honestly. So if this person is, say, 17, this is wrong. Completely and utterly wrong, right? You can't be going after 17-year-olds and saying, look, I want your 400 quid. You can't do that, right? These are technically children, and especially with you being an influencer, under the age of 18 is very much off limits, right? For a lot of things, right? And that very well is what you know. And worse still, though, you don't even know what age this person is. So it could be a 14-year-old, a 13-year-old, and you are saying, yeah, if you're capable, if you want to work hard, come to me, give me your 400 quid, go into your piggy bank, ask your parents, do whatever it takes, take some money out of your parents' bank account, whatever you need, just give me the money and we'll discuss it later. Do you see how wrong this actually is? Wrong? Is that a word in your vocabulary, Chris? And this person said, I've got the ebook, but I don't seem to have the portal. I feel you. I feel your pain. None of us do, Chris replied, the portal is a private community for people that want to get together with others for support or mentorship in setting up their new online ventures. Anyone can join, though. It's a separate link below. He didn't mention that anyone can join as long as you want to pay, £9.45 a month? Something like that. Ridiculous. But what you don't happen to mention, Chris, is that the portal, the private community, was indeed included in the original ebook purchase price, and that is a fact. It's actually still on your website. Do you know that? You're actually advertising still, even though you know that you shouldn't be. But people who buy the book have access to a private community and mentors. Now, where can I get a mentor from? Not you, is it? No, you're selling private mentors for £400 on your course. So where does that leave us? I don't know. Bloody hell. So yeah, we're going to take you to the cleaners over this particular topic because some, your iFam, don't seem to mind being ripped off, but I do. And I mind that you ripping other people off, you see. So we'll sort that out later. He was then asked, what got you into doing it? Now, without reading the answer, I said, I know, I won't answer it for Chris. It's because of the money, all right? Money, obviously it's money. It's all about the money. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that is the reason he's doing it, just own it and just say it's about the money. But no, not Chris. I don't know. He wants to be the Lord and Saviour, so he's going to pass on his knowledge to everybody else for the princely sum of £400. He says, it's my mission to help as many people escape with knowledge on how to make money as I can. I see way too many people not living because they physically can't just through lack of money or work that leaves them with no time for any real living. This is the best opportunity I have ever seen online in 8 years of doing this. You haven't been doing this for 8 years though, have you, Chris? You've been doing it this year, the last few months. That is it. That is all. Now, if you were going to be being this amazing saviour for the iFam, why aren't you giving away your knowledge? I would, honestly. You know, I don't mind people making money out of things, right? I don't mind. You know, everybody's got to make a living. So, yeah, do what you need to do, but own it. Don't say, yeah, I wanted to do it because I wanted to help people. You didn't. You did not. Right? It's about the money. And if you just owned that, then that'd be fine. You know, people would respect you. Why do you reveal how much you get paid? And he says, to inspire others, show them the potential they could have for making money from home. Now, the problem here I have with this is that he doesn't actually show how much he gets paid. He hasn't shown anything. He shows a bunch of numbers which show nothing. It doesn't show that money's going in or out. It doesn't show any form of receipts whatsoever. And speaking of receipts, somebody has messaged him and said, scamming people, your kids have no future due to lack of education. It's showing I earn more than you. And Chris says, deserves all she gets. Ask clown, where's your receipts? So asking this person where their receipts are for, you know, the money that they claim to be making. Now, the problem here is that, Chris, you haven't shown receipts either. You've shown a bunch of numbers. That is it. It means nothing. Nothing at all. From, you're literally messaging me from your bedroom at your parents', probably middle-aged, never accomplished anything good for society, drain on the state's free money, more like. Okay, right, okay. This is something I can get into, right? Never accomplished anything good for society. Now, I think we may have different expectations or descriptors of what is good for society, because Chris, what you're doing is not good for society. You are manipulating people into buying your overpriced course. You are exploiting your kids for money, and you literally do nothing good for society. Now, this person, don't know who it is, don't know what they do for a living, but there are many people out there who do very, very noble things for society. They do noble things for their job that they're doing, and they may not get paid a lot, but they still do something which is worthwhile, and not everything worthwhile pays a lot of money, right? And people might be okay with that. So for you to say that they don't do anything good for society, you know, and they don't have any money, it's just ridiculous. So yeah, this is Chris. He is being a bit of a prick. I'm sorry, Chris, but it's true, you know. I mean, your wife, right? God bless her, is in a hospital at the moment, I'm sure, and you're on Instagram talking shit about people. You know, who has the sad life and who is the real man, as you threw at me before, right? So yeah, there's that. I hope everybody had a good chuckle at that, and you know, we learned one or two things about the good old Christopher. Until next time, please give this video a massive thumbs up, comment all your thoughts about this down below, subscribe to this channel if you are new, and I will see you again shortly for another video. Take care of yourselves, and bye bye.